Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, I am Jennifer Huber, also known as Solo Travel Girl. I'm guessing you're here for an update on my use of Mounjaro for type 2 diabetes, and I just finished up week 13, week 5 at the 7.5 milligram dose. But before I share my experience, I just want to remind you that I am not a healthcare professional. I am just sharing my personal experiences using Mounjaro and my personal opinions and whatever else. Now, someone did ask me this week if I am being paid by the drug manufacturer, and I am not. I have had no contact from the manufacturer. What's it? L. Lilly. I don't even know the proper name. I see Lilly. I see L. Lilly. I have not been in contact with them. I haven't even contacted their toll-free number about the discount card or any questions. I have been to their website. However, again, I've had no contact and I am not being compensated with them or from them. So anyway, let's get started. Oh, before I do, as you know, I live in Southwest Florida and there is a potential hurricane out there. Right now it's Tropical Storm Ian. So I have been getting ready for this storm. Most likely I am going to be activated, and so yeah, that means I might be spending some time away from home, maybe a night or two, and yeah, we'll just see how the storm goes. We'll see where the storm lands. But if you are in Florida, you might be impacted by it as well. You'll just be sure to have a plan, and that's the best way to make it through disasters and situations like these. So, all right, so for my weight loss this week, I lost 2 pounds. Again, I just finished up week 5 at the 7.5 milligrams, making a total of 13 weeks on Mounjaro. That makes the total 36 pounds if my math is right. Yeah, I weighed 161 this morning. Started off at 197 13 some weeks ago. Yeah, so that's pretty amazing, I think. Yesterday I did weigh less, and I think it's because I attended an event yesterday where, well, first off, yesterday my uncle came over and he helped me slice up some plywood to put on my windows for the upcoming storm, and I ordered some Chinese food, and I probably didn't eat or order the healthiest or eat the healthiest Chinese food, but it tasted really good. And then I attended a banquet last night and I ended up having pasta. Now, pasta was not my first choice, and honestly the bowl was huge. It was like they took a whole box of pasta and boiled it up and cooked it up for me. But the reason why I ended up with it is because I had to provide my meal count 2 weeks ago before I knew who was attending the event with me. So I'm like, okay, I need at least one vegetarian option, and that was the pasta. So sorry for the interruption. My refrigerator was beeping. I left the door open. Anyway, the vegetarian option was pasta. So when I found my guests to join me, none of them chose the pasta option, so that was my option. And I would have rather had the salmon. However, the pasta was good, and I only ate very little of it, and I gave it to one of my guests to take home. So anyway, I think I would weigh less today, but that's okay. Still, being down 36 pounds since the beginning of this journey, I think is very amazing. It's almost too good to be true in some ways. I think like someone's messing around with my scale or something. I just can't believe it. So anyway, what else do I have? Oh, glucose. My glucose has been good. Pretty much under 150 with the exception of this morning. But I didn't take my glucose reading until after I took my medications and after I walked a couple of miles with my dog, and I probably ate like a little bit of cheese or something. So that was not a true fresh out of bed reading. However, it was still very good. It was still under the 200, which if you recall, if my glucose is over 200 in the morning, I need to inject myself with insulin. And thankfully, I have not had to do that at any time during this journey on Mounjaro. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, okay, this is when we talk about personal things. I mean, you already know my weight. What could be any more personal than that? Someone asked about constipation, that I haven't talked about it lately, and that's because it hasn't been an issue. Honestly, I feel like I'm just about as regular as I was before starting Mounjaro. So that could be my body adjusting. It could be my diet. It could be that I'm drinking more water. But I have not used any aids or anything to help with that. So from my experience, right now at 7.5 milligrams, it hasn't been an issue, which is great. And speaking of, I did my injection on Monday as usual. I did do it later in the day. Maybe I will share with you why next month. But I had no reactions or no side effects this week, which is very exciting. So I imagine the next 3 weeks everything will be A-okay, and perhaps I will be able to go up to the 10 milligram dose. Granted, my insurance approves that portion. They have approved 7.5 milligrams for the year, and so hopefully it'll be easy peasy getting the next dosage up, which is cool. So I think that's all. I know there have been several questions, and I do appreciate all your comments, and I appreciate you watching and following this journey with me. I know a lot of you we started around the same time, or maybe you started ahead or a couple weeks behind. So it's very exciting. I hope you're finding the results exciting. But I just want to remind you that my experience is probably going to look a little bit different than yours. We have different genetics, we have just different experiences, but whatever you're doing great, and keep at it. So this last week I had a very busy day, and I had a half hour for lunch, and I thought maybe I'll go to Subway. Well, Subway isn't there anymore. So I was in downtown Punta Gorda, and I went to a place called Gorda Bowls, and they had oh no, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it again. They had pitaya bowls, which is basically dragon fruit. And dragon fruit, I started doing research, and I had no idea how good really it is for diabetics. So they had pitaya bowls and acai. I think that's right? Acai. They had those bowls. I don't know how such a short word can have such a big pronunciation, but they had acai bowls. So I had the pitaya bowl. It was called dragon berries. So the pitaya, the dragon fruit, was the base. Then it had blueberries, strawberries, granola, a little bit of nectar. So I thought maybe I could recreate that. Well, I used the Shopkick app when I shop, and basically you earn points when you scan items in the grocery store. When you walk in, you earn points. When you purchase items that are on their list, you earn points. So it so happened that Pitaya Foods was in the Shopkick, why can't I say that, app this week. So I purchased this. So there's 4 packs of acai berry, and these are specifically made for either smoothies or making acai bowls. So I thought I could make one myself. Now this particular recipe that's on the back of the on the back here, it says you can take 2 of these packets, 1 banana, half a cup of strawberries, and 2 to 4 ounces of apple juice. You'll blend it up and then top with granola and fresh fruit. So what I'm going to show you is my version of an acai bowl. I didn't follow this recipe quite exactly because I knew I couldn't eat 2 packs. So I took 1 pack, I took half a frozen banana. I don't eat as many bananas as I used to, but when I did have bananas, and if they got too ripe, I would just throw them in the freezer as is. So I had half a frozen banana, and then I have some apple cider, which I brought back with me from New York. And the way that I brought that back was I took out a little bit of the cider, and then I froze the whole container of cider, and then wrapped it up and then put it in my suitcase and checked it on the plane. it made it perfectly. So I took that out of the freezer earlier this week, not necessarily to make one of these bowls, but just because it's fall and I had a hankering for some cider. So anyway, I thought I was going to show you how I was making the bowls. I forgot to press play on the video. So you're going to see most of it, but you're not going to see me chopping up my bananas to put on top or to put into the mixture. And I do use my NutriBullet to mix up the acai. I'm so proud of myself that I can pronounce it now. Only 52 years old and figured it out. Acai. Again, 1 packet of these, half a banana, splash of apple cider. So you're gonna see that again. You're gonna see it as soon as I hit the button right here. Stay tuned. All right, we're back. So I'm trying to figure out how the best way to do this is, but here is the acai berry pack, and the ingredients state organic acai puree, water, organic acai, right? Acai, less than 0.5% citric acid, product of Brazil. I don't know if you can get that, if you could see that. I guess that's a little blurry. I don't know, before this is all said and done, I will figure out the correct pronunciation. I didn't get my banana out. All right, so I'm going to use my NutriBullet. I love my NutriBullet. I've actually had 2 over the years. Let me get my banana. All right, I'm back. Got my acai and apple cider and banana in here. I hope it's not too liquefied. I did go back in and put another splash of cider in because it was just too much. Oh, this is a good consistency. You can see that. Yum. And I have a couple spoons here. Oh, this looks good. A little messy, but good. Oh, awesome. How does it taste? It tastes good. So, now what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to pop that back in the freezer. I'm just going to slice up some strawberries. My dog's here. He thinks he likes fruit, but he doesn't. So I'm not even going to offer it to him. Right, Brad? Yep. We got some of the leaf on there. All right. And I know strawberries really aren't in season in most of the country. I think these came from California. I picked them up at I go to a store called Detweiler's. It's like a Mennonite, Amish Mennonite owned. The baked goods are amazing, which I did get some pumpkin cookies last week. I know, but all in moderation. They lasted me the whole week. Still lost weight. My blood sugar was still good. I'm just gonna cut up this big strawberry. And after the heavy food I had last night, this is gonna be really good. I haven't had anything to eat today except for just a little piece of cheese. All right, so I got my strawberries and then blueberries. These are frozen blueberries. I'm just gonna put them in. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, and then I made some granola on Friday night, and it was a really easy recipe. And I should say I followed, or I used the recipe as a guideline. You know, except for baking or candy making, I guess. I consider recipes as roadmaps or guidelines. I don't necessarily follow them to the T because I might not have the same ingredients there. But this has oatmeal, coconut oil, sunflower seeds, chopped raw almonds, cinnamon, vanilla, and olive oil. Oh, and maple syrup. So the maple syrup makes it vegan. You could use honey, but I chose maple syrup. And I'm going to top this off with just a little bit of maple syrup. Oops. All right, that was a little runny. So just a little dollop. So this makes this a vegan dish as well. So I don't know, it was a little blurry there. So you would get these peels out of the way. But yeah, that's my acai bowl. Yum, bon appetit. So I hope you have a, well, let me get the camera back on me. All right, so my acai bowl. I am getting ready to pack and prepare for the storm while I'm watching the Buffalo Bills game. Go Bills! And I'm just gonna hope for the best for the storm. And if you're in the storm's path, please have a plan, be prepared. That's, we can't prevent storms, hurricanes from coming, but if we can have a plan and be prepared, that's the safest way to survive it. If I have, well, I should have time. So at the end of this video, I know some of you wanted to see some of my before photos, so I'm going to include some before Mounjaro photos at the end of this video. And I just want to add a caveat with that, is that I don't think I have any more worth today than I did when I had those photos taken, or any other time before I started this Mounjaro journey. I never expected that I was going to lose weight on Mounjaro. I did not believe my doctor. Maybe 5 pounds, but I didn't imagine over 30 pounds. So it's been kind of interesting in that fact. I haven't bought a full wardrobe. I'm just getting a few pieces and just kind of making things fit. Some things are very big, and making those fit the best I can without totally falling off of me. But people's reactions, sometimes people don't recognize me, or just the reactions they have. That's something I didn't expect as well. So anyway, I hope you're having a positive experience with Mounjaro. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to get to them. I know I have a week's worth of comments, and I probably won't get to them today because I need to get ready for this storm, but I will soon. So take care, and again, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate your comments, and good luck to the journey that you're on as well. Have a fabulous week. Bye.